Why y'all trade lines ain't posting? I really want to tell y'all why y'all trade lines ain't posting. Can I really tell you why y'all trade lines ain't posting? Y'all need to follow my Patreon, man. Follow my Patreon. Tap in. Follow my. I'm giving y'all the guides on why y'all trade lines ain't posting. Y'all wanna know why they ain't posting? Huh? I got the sauce. We in Miami with it. Y'all need to do better with y'all credit. There's a lot of reasons why y'all trade lines ain't posting, man. Motherfuckers don't know how to align their credit profile right. They don't know that they profile try merging. You know? It's a lot of things y'all need to find out, man. Profiles try merging because y'all don't know how to post your public records. Y'all don't know how to sauce up your public records. Feel me? Y'all don't know how to sauce up that public records, do y'all? Y'all don't know about adding files and taking the files off and making sure you got the right inquiries through Zillow, and y'all don't want to know nothing about that. Y'all want me to do some comedy, make you giggle. I'm cool, but life ain't no joke. You feel me? Life ain't no joke. But y'all don't know nothing about getting y'all profile from tri-merging and all that. I want to give y'all a full demo. I want to give y'all a full demo on why y'all CPNs ain't working. You feel me? Y'all really need a full demo on why y'all CPNs ain't working. Is that what y'all need? Is that what you need? In 1 or 2 months, I got my 1,000 subscribers back. Is that what you need? The CBD is working on your issue. Y'all know y'all is working on my issue. See, I filed a complaint with the CFPB on the bankruptcy, right? And the bankruptcy. So I want to tell y'all my method, right? But this is the underrated cup version, you know? I want to tell y'all my version. So, right, here goes story time. Story time. Story time for all my listeners who stay tapped in. Right? My profile, right? I go get a challenger. Before I go get the challenger, remind you, I got a naked profile. Maybe like one card, a little credit one, you know? But it's a naked profile, right? It's a whole naked profile. Now this naked profile, I'm gonna tell y'all, this naked profile didn't have much on it. Now I had old Capital Ones that I had to dispute off, you feel me? Old Capital Ones I had to dispute off on this profile. You feel me? And I had the Capital Ones on my profile from 2 years ago, but neither here nor there. So right, the profile naked, but it ain't naked. Rewind, let me go back. The profile ain't all the way naked. It's decent. I got 2 Capital Ones on there, and maybe like a little small little credit card. But to remind you, I ain't using the Capital Ones no more. I wasn't using them. The Capital Ones was not being used no more, right? So boom, count that out. I say, fuck it. I'm in Iraq, Chicago, wintertime. I'm like, man, I need a car. So I say, fuck it. I'm gonna go get me a CP trade. Boop. Drop the CP trade on the profile. Now the trade that I got, the trade line that I got is a chase, like a 910. It was something like a 910 chase, you know, 1,000. Okay, so boom, I put the 910 chase on my profile. Boom, profile extra saucy, right? Extra saucy, tenderoni, profile good. I wait 30 days, boom. Now I'm trying to remember the whole story, right? It's my story, nobody with me. I'm telling y'all my version. So boom, I put the trade. Boom, now the profile is saucy. Profile, saucy. You hear me? Saucy Santana profile type of shit. Saucy Santana. Boom. Trade good. Chase. Drop it on there. That bitch hit. Boom. Profile go up to the moon. Whole time, it's a profile. I'm putting y'all on game. Look, it's so much. It's too much sauce, man. I need to probably get my camera fixed on my other phone so I can get these other people from YouTube the sauce. You know, from my Telegram. You feel me? But neither here nor there. If they ain't in tune, they ain't in tune. So, boom. I go add the chase. Trade line. On the profile. Like 9K. Boom. I go in a lot. Boom. Guess they do. Guess they do. They let me go ahead and ride out with the Charlie 2024. Right? Remind you, whole time, this is new Charlie. Ain't nobody got this Charlie. Ain't nobody got the Charlie. Niggas ain't really riding in this Charlie like I'm riding in the Charlie. Motherfuckers still riding in the, you feel me, still getting the, and I'm in the Charlie, you feel me? So y'all know what the fuck it is. What's the fuck going on? What the fuck is really wrong? So boom. I'm riding the Charlie. Doing my thing. Maintaining, doing my thing. You see the videos of y'all on my YouTube, woody woody woo. So cool. I'm riding the Charlie. Going places, bumping the hole, doing what I gotta do, getting what I gotta get. Alright, bet. Remind you, Charlie going crazy. Everywhere. Hood, 79th, 75th, the whole Chicago, step up. Nigga gotta step up. It ain't a lot. This ain't like Miami, where the game is like this Chicago. I'm really him. Like in the challenge, I'm really him. Like, you feel me? Cause who are you? You feel me? Yo, what's up, man? It's story time, bro. Yo, what's up, man? It's story time. I'm giving a credit story time, man, about my little credit experience of me getting a little thing, right? Of me getting okay, this is my little credit experience, right? I'm telling you, I'm giving credit game. And I'm giving I'm giving a real life, a little quick story. So boom, I go get the CP. I go get the chase. AU, smack the chase, AU on my profile, right? I smack the chase, AU on my profile. It's a 9K AU, authorized user, right? Boom, the 9K boosted my profile all the way up, right, to the moon. So now, I'm really going crazy. So, let's say, all right, profile really was weak, it was thin. But that Chase AU that I put on my profile, feel me, it bumped my profile all the way up to the moon. So now I go to the car lot, boom, paperwork, paperwork did, documentation did, all that's did, right? Now, before I get to car lot, I get the documentation from my people. You already know you gotta do your documentation. I go to the car lot, boom. Guess they tell me, right, Chase approved you for a Dodge Challenger, right? Now, these videos, these real stories, right? I ain't telling y'all no lies. Everything is on my page. I got 1,200 videos, right? Over 1,300 videos. So, boom, I'm giving y'all a story of my life. But just I can't tell you, like, while in it, because I'm in it. I'm narrating it. Boom, so I got the Dodge Challenger, right, through the credit. Now, I'm learning credit while I'm in the hood in Chicago. Boom, they drop it on there. Credit profile good. Credit profile soft stuff. The AU smacking. I'm in 79th, 75th, 33rd, 36th, now in the Dodge Challenger. Boom. Now remind you, I got a house too. See, I'm gonna put y'all on game. Stop in. I got a house too, right? So, the house I bought was in Indiana. Boom. I bought a house in Indiana during the pandemic for like 9. Boom. I ain't gonna give y'all the whole little story, but when the pandemic was going on, everybody was fucked up and, down on their bed trying to show their luck. Come on, man. I bet you carry a fanny pack. Now, listen to my story, man, because I'm giving you a real story about credit, man, about my experience with credit, man. No, I ain't got no fanny pack, nigga. I got a Louis belt. Louis belt, what you got on your hip? Bum. What you got on your hip, bum? Nah. Yeah. Now, look. I go get the AU. 9K. Chase. Drop it on my profile. Go to the car lot. Go to the car lot. Boom. The car lot say you good. They give me a Dodge Challenger. I'm straight. Yeah, the nigga bum. So boom, back to the story. Dodge Challenger, I'm everywhere around Chicago in Dodge Challenger. Now remind you, like I was telling you, during the pandemic, I had went and bought a house, right? So you already know everybody had their little 20, 30, 40, 50, 60K. Everybody had their little money on phone number. Everybody had their little money. So I'm giving you the real story. Everybody had their little money. I took my money and I bought a crib with it. So boom, I'm telling y'all a little raw ass bankruptcy story too. and within the story. So boom, I got the house. I'm building on it little by little. I'm still trapping from the streets, right? My money unpredictable because I don't know how I'm hustling. Remind you, I wasn't doing credit at the time. I'm just playing with the credit shit. I'm really just playing. This is really like my first time dropping an AU on my profile because I'm really learning. I really had another dude doing it for me. So this is the first time me doing it myself. I was paying a dude a year before that to drop the AU on my profile, and that's when everybody was getting money, but they burnt up, right? Fast forward. AU good. So boom, I say I'm gonna test it myself. I'm test this little page out myself. Boom. I dropped AU. I got my car. Car good. Everything good. This a brand new Dodge Challenger 2024. I got 1,300 videos on my page, so I'm really showing y'all what's going on. So boom, I got the house. Remind you, I got the house in Indiana. I really bought the house for $9. I bought the house for $9 during the pandemic. 2 years after the pandemic, the house worth 20, right? Remind you, I jumped in the house. Now I can tell y'all a story on how I ended up getting the crib. I really want to give y'all the story on how I got the crib, because it's like a real crazy story, right? BM playing crazy. I really want to give it to y'all, right? BM playing crazy. We in Miami, man. So look, boom. let me make sure. Cool, we back. BM playing crazy, right? Now, me and my baby mama fucking with each other, you know, shit going how it is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. In Indiana, boom, she stay in the crib in Indiana. Boom, bet. I'm at her crib, but I'm going back and forth to my mama crib in Chicago. It's because the whole time I'm there, but I'm getting tired of being out there. There ain't no action there. You know, my mama crib is where all the action. It reminds you, I had got bumped. Before I got bumped coming on a high-speed chase. Long story short, before I went down a high-speed chase from Detroit to Chicago, 3 hours and 45 minutes. But that's a story for another day. All right, boom. I don't even want to get in that. Remember, look. So boom, I got the house. Now look, before I get the house, I'm hollering at the OG. The moms put me on game. I mean, not the moms, my baby mama. Mama acting crazy. My baby mama was always working, right? She working at the hospital. Remind you, right? She working at the hospital. My baby mama home and the one who paying the landlord when rent come. Rent coming in from the mama working the job, the legit job, and whole time. But whole time she be in Chicago, my baby mama be in the city. So with my baby mama being in the city, being in Indiana, staying in Indiana, her mama at work in Chicago, the landlord come through, he need to get the rent money. My baby mama giving the rent money, right? Boom. So she doing the rent, woo. Me and my baby mama, we separated a little bit. I'm like, you know what, I want to be in Chicago around my people. I don't want to be in Indiana. Gary, it was too slow. It wasn't nothing shaking. I'm at their gas station selling weed, doing shit in their neighborhoods. They don't, you feel me? And they already knew, you feel me? Like, they're like, damn, like, what the fuck you doing out here selling weed? You ain't supposed to be doing that out here. So, boom. Fast forward. Yeah. Fast forward. Baby mama, me and her ain't even fucking around, right? We breaking up. I go to her crib. How my homie O pulled me up at her crib. Whole time, guess what? Landlord coming up. Tell the baby mama, if I was you, I would buy a house. Shit, you paying more for rent than you would be buying a house. Right? That's what the landlord told my baby mama. Because she had a good job. She tell her, why don't you just buy the house? You're paying more for rent than you would to just be buying the whole house out. Right? My baby mama don't want to listen. You know how females is. They ain't trying to listen. I tell my baby mama, you ain't get that information. Now me and my baby mama on the hunt. I get information, the realtor information, see the listing for the houses. Now we on the hunt. Looking for cribs on Chief. Super hunt, looking for cribs. You feel me? We on a hunt looking for cribs. Y'all ain't never been on no real life hunt, riding around trying to look for cribs. You feel me? We on a hunt looking for cribs. Bang, baby mama. We on a motherfucking real life list in motion. Where these houses at? Where these houses at? So boom, it's like 5, 6 cribs on the list. Boom. Remind y'all, this is how I got my house. How I got my house in Indiana. Remind y'all, this is the story how I got my house in Indiana. This is the story how I got my house in Indiana. Now we on chapter 2. We ain't on chapter 1 no more. Boom. Chapter 1 was with me getting the challenge off the trade lines. This chapter 2, right? So boom. See, we riding around. I see a few cribs on the list. We looking in the phone. I'm riding around and I'm riding around. Boom. Just like rewind, but fast forward the story. So we riding around. I do my little research. I find a crib, and that bitch, the window's open. So I say, you know what? I'm finna play the move, and we finna hop in this bitch. I say, I'm finna just go ahead, go through the window, and I'm finna see what's up. I ended up going through the backyard of the house, able to go in the upstairs of the house. The whole house was like a bando. So I'm able to see like, damn, this motherfucker decent. We ride through like 3 other houses, check them out. They bad. I said, let me get this one. Boom. Now the house decent. Boom. That's how I got the house in Indiana. You feel me? I want to get y'all to chapter 2, man. So boom. That's the chapter of that story. Boom. That's how I got the house in Indiana. So boom. Nah. That's good. That's put up. I go by that. Boom. Back to chapter 1. So boom. Chapter 1. We coolin'. I'm remind y'all. That was chapter 2. Back to chapter 1. Chapter 1. I riding around. Now, boom. I got the car in the crib. I'm finna tell you how the bankruptcy came into effect. My mama put me on a bankruptcy, right? She put me on a bankruptcy lick. Let me make sure I'm going right. All right, we back. We in Miami, man. Y'all see what the fuck is going on. But that ain't got nothing to do with the story. So boom. OG, my mama put me on the bankruptcy shit, right? She told me about the bankruptcy. She said, you know, you need to go check it out, watch bam, because I was late on my taxes. I couldn't pay the taxes for the crib. Now remind you, I having a few dollars, but I couldn't do it the way that I really wanted to. I had a few dollars, but I couldn't really move shit the way I wanted to because I was hustling. I had a few dollars, but I couldn't move shit the way I wanted to because I'm trapping and I'm hustling. So I can invest a little bit, but I can't spend all my money because you still need some money in case shit get wrong. So you can always still be back on your feet, right? So boom. We fast forward on that. I get the crib. I got the car. Dodge Challenger 2024. On top of that, I got the house in Indiana. Now I'm telling y'all the story. So boom. Damn, let me see. Boom. So everything going good. We kicking it. My mama put me on a bankruptcy, right? She put me on a bankruptcy shit. She like, look, I'm finna teach you about the bankruptcy, son. I'm finna put you on a bankruptcy. Mama put me in tune with that. Damn, it's gonna feel good. Hey. Hola. Whew. But look, whole time, OG put me on a bankruptcy. I go do the bankruptcy because I couldn't pay the taxes for the house in Indiana. I couldn't pay the tax for the house in Indiana, so boom. I go file for bankruptcy. But whole time, I don't even use the bankruptcy, right? That's the catch. I filed for bankruptcy. because I'm using the bankruptcy to pay the taxes, right? You know how bankruptcy go. This is bankruptcy say. Bankruptcy say, don't worry about it. We're going to pay your taxes. Bankruptcy say, don't worry about it. We're going to pay your taxes. So boom. That's what I use. I'm using bankruptcy for that. They say they ain't gonna take your house, we're gonna pay your taxes. Cause I was 1 year I paid the taxes, the next year I paid, the third year, like we're going like the third, fourth year, I couldn't pay it. The whole time I had a few dollars for merchant money, so I filed for bankruptcy, paid them like, $500, $600, $700, $800. Boom, bankruptcy, come on. Bankruptcy lock in the profile, pay the debt for that, but whole time, not even knowing bankruptcy finna do the shit for the car too. Bankruptcy eating up the car debt, right? The story time. I'm telling y'all about how this a credit lesson, right? Real life credit lesson. It's a credit lesson y'all can't pass up. It's a credit lesson, my own credit lesson. So boom, rewind the video if y'all want to see some extra shit on this, some extra steps, right? So boom, bankruptcy come in. I filed bankruptcy. Bankruptcy eat up the car debt. On top of bankruptcy eating up the car debt, bankruptcy eat up the crib debt, right? The taxes. Whoopity-doo. No big deal. I don't pay the bankruptcy people because I'm looking at it like I'm not paying the bankruptcy people because I'm looking at it in my mind like, shit, I got the money now. By that time, I done had the money to pay, to pay shit and to see how shit finna go. Hold up, man. Story time, man. I'm getting on the bus, man. I gotta pull out my dollar, man. Yeah, we in Miami. Y'all know what's going on. This ain't shit. This city, you can be rich. You can be on the, Story time. So boom. Had to get my money right. So boom. I used the bankruptcy to eat up the house debt because I didn't pay the taxes for like 2 years. But I paid it for like 1 year. I paid another year. I was in jail. The girl paid for me. Then I used the shit to eat up the taxes, right? Boom. They paid the taxes. Taxes good. Within paying taxes, the tax is good, right? So I'm thugging it out. Shit ate up. Now, what a story at whole time. Hold up, y'all.
Route 207 through 207 by a
There you go.
7 Street.
Can I go on down?
Common fare is $2.25.
Right, I used the bankruptcy to eat up the tax debt because I wasn't able to pay them. I wasn't able to pay them, but I was able to pay them like 2 times. So boom, I say fuck it. Bankruptcy eat up that debt. That's over with now. Man, that's over with. Now you got to challenge them. The bankruptcy debt. Now, right, I disputed.
Stop requested. Passengers, for your safety, do not pass in front of the bus. Please stay seated until the bus comes to a complete stop.
I disputed. They fight me. I come into play, finding out
Next stop is
Hell yeah.
SW 7th Street and SW 22 Avenue.
Hell yeah. Real life. Real life. This ain't fake. What you think I am? Castanet? Yeah. Just real life. It ain't fake. It's a real story, real life, real actions. Me by myself. I ain't rich. I want to be rich, but I ain't rich. But boom, I'm telling y'all how I learned about credit. I found out that bankruptcy people don't know nothing about trade lines and credit. Cause they was like, how you get this car? They asked me like, how you get this car? I tell the lady I did woo out the band. She like, she lost on it. She don't know what I'm talking about. Don't even worry about it. You ain't gotta know what I'm talking about. Boom. So
Stop requested.
I tell the lady,
Passenger, for your safety, do not pass in front of the
she,
bus.
you know,
Please
so,
stay seated until the bus comes to
but
a
people with
complete
bankruptcy
stop.
don't know anything about the credit system as far as that. They only know bankruptcy. They only get paid to study bankruptcy. So me knowing that, I got to doing a little bit of research on bankruptcy and learning bankruptcy, right? But then me doing my research, right? Me learning bankruptcy, I'm like, okay, cool. I see how it go, woody. But the whole time, I start hearing people saying you can dispute the bankruptcy on your
Next
profile.
stop is
I get to getting curious. Like, how can you dispute the credit stuff on your profile, the bankruptcy of your profile? So I got to try my own little disputes, sending them in. I sent in like 10 disputes, hard written, paper written disputes, real paper written disputes, right? To take it off, to take the bankruptcy off my credit. Ain't work. Paperwork, paper, handwritten disputes. It ain't work. So I try another method. Let me go and lock my LexisNexis and my Innovis. Now let me see what they're talking about then. You heard me? Guess what? Now they talking about sex trafficking and deleting my inquiries, and they don't know why any of that is on my report. And yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But yeah, man, it's just a real story, man. How I learned about my little rodeo. You know, there's a lot of few things in between. If I was more focused, probably, I probably would have got if I was a little more focused, had a little more time to myself. But I was trapping, and I thought that's all it was out here. You feel me? I thought it wasn't nothing else. Well, look, we're trying to tap back in. Okay. Oh, so you on the bus, my G?